What's up, agents? There comes a time when we have to just have a real conversation with each other. And I wouldn't even feel like I'm being myself if I wasn't being real. I wasn't being real to you all who watch my videos. I wasn't being real to myself. Wasn't being real to other agents in my real estate community. And so, you know, we're experiencing a time right now that not a lot of people have experienced. You know, I receive calls, I receive DMs, text messages from every platform of agents reaching out to me saying, what should I be doing? How are things gonna change? What is the market gonna be like? Even to the point, I just got my real estate license and now this happened, I don't know what to do. You know, some of you out there, you've been working in full-time real estate, or you may have just quit your job to become a real estate agent and now you can't even see the way out of this. The market is changing. A lot of people are being forced to stay at home. You can't really continue your business. Your real estate career has kind of been put on hold right now, and I wouldn't feel like I was doing any of my subscribers, any of my followers justice if I didn't be real and come just completely vulnerable to you and have a conversation. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I wanna talk to you right quick about the current state of things and how to actually be able to move forward. You know, I remember back when I first got my real estate license, I started spending all of my money. I've spent all my money trying to get my license, trying to get up and going, schooling, marketing, headshots, you name it. I was paying for it and I spent all my money. And for those of you who know my story, which there's a video here on my YouTube channel where I'm telling my story, but for those of you who know my story, it got to a point when I was completely broke. My electricity got turned off at home and I had one listing and I was trying to sell it and it just wasn't selling. And so I was at the end of it. I mean, literally in my first year of real estate, I only made, I want to say, around like $9,000 or so, and so many people have comments and then they were asking me, what did you do to survive? What did you do to survive? Nobody can live on $9,000. And you're right, it's a very low amount of money, but I'm going to tell you, I had to do what I had to do to survive. Okay, and that's something that a lot of people miss, because that's one thing that not a lot of people know how to do, but you're gonna have to learn how to do it now. And so what do I mean when I say I had to do what I had to do to survive? I'm gonna break that down. I was selling all my shit, literally clothes, phones. I had a smartphone and I literally went down to a flip phone just to be able to get some money from that phone. Selling computers, buying a cheaper computer. Actually, there was a little while I didn't even have a computer. I went into the office to use the office computers because I had sold mine. Okay, I knew how to do graphics for people, so I was sitting there selling graphics. I was selling business card designs. I was selling logo designs. I was doing what I had to do. This is what separated me, and this is what helped me get through it, because I knew that this time wasn't gonna last forever. And I knew that money came and gone, but I also knew that I had strengths and talents that I had to put to use in order to survive. I said to myself that I was not going to go back doing what I was doing back in college. I was not going to go back to a job I didn't want to boss. I worked so hard to get this real estate license. I worked so hard, and I wasn't about to let a situation change me. The one big thing that I had to do that a lot of people need to do right now is you have to swallow your pride. You literally have to swallow your pride, and I know it's difficult. I know it's extremely difficult, but this is a different time. A lot of people are having to do what we have to do. You know, there's all kinds of programs and benefits out there. Do not be embarrassed. Do not let anybody make you feel embarrassed because you need unemployment or you need to apply for the disaster loan or any of that stuff. Do not feel embarrassed about that, because that is the time that we are in. But I'm confident that we're going to come out of this, and I'm confident that you're going to be great. But as of right now, it's about sustaining and it's about surviving. You know, we have these big dreams and these big goals, and even when you think about real estate, you probably think about selling those big houses, getting all these buyers and sellers. But right now, I had a good conversation with somebody this morning. Right now, we're moving day by day, literally day by day. So what your actions need to be is, what do I need to do today to provide for myself and my family? And it's gonna take you swallowing your pride, because you may have to get in that car and drive for Uber. You may have to deliver some food through DoorDash or one of those companies. You may have to do some things that you never would have thought you would have had to do, and it's perfectly fine. Do not be embarrassed about that, because we've all been to difficult places. I know that I have, and that's why I'm just so passionate about this right now, because one thing that I knew that I wasn't gonna let anybody do was steal my shine, and it wasn't gonna steer me off course. It wasn't gonna change my end goal. I still had the same dream of becoming a top real estate agent here in this country, and I knew that this was only gonna be temporary, okay? And so if you're in that position, do what you have to do. A couple things you can even consider is working for another agent. I'm not trying to come on here like my business isn't taking a hit or things aren't different, because everybody's experiencing something. Now, I'm grateful to say that I still have business coming in and things are still moving, but who knows what tomorrow's gonna bring? Who knows what next week is gonna bring? And so it may take you having to work for another agent. Lots of agents out there may still have business, and so start calling around. Hey, do you need any help? You can work for $20 a day, $50 a day. Work it day by day. You don't even need a full-on salary. Go deliver some signs and put them in yards, okay? Just to be able to provide for you and your family. I don't want anybody out there to feel helpless. I don't want you to feel like you made the wrong decision. I don't want you to feel like you have no place to go. There's been times where I was in some situations that I never would have thought that I would be in. I never would have thought that I would be in them, and I didn't tell anybody. It wasn't anybody else's problems, but it was what I had to do. Ultimately, it worked out for me, like it's gonna work out for you. Do not let this whole situation paralyze you. Don't let it stop you from getting out there and grinding. The grind may look a little bit different. It may not be what you imagined, but the good thing for you to know is that we're all in the same boat. We're literally all in the same boat. Anything that the Fed decides, it affects us as real estate agents. Any interest rate affects us. Getting clients affects us. Showing homes affects us. But still, I wake up every single day. I get full on dressed in my suit as if I'm going to the office. I set my laptop up at home and I'm working. I'm doing stuff. I'm not letting these situations stop me. I'm planning for the future. I'm planning for today. I'm doing whatever I can to get anything. And everybody else on my team is, because that's what I'm preaching around here. That's what we're thinking about. We're taking it day by day. We're making the same phone calls every single day just to get that next step in, because at the end of the day, I don't want to feel like I was paralyzed. I don't want to feel like I let this situation handicap me. I'm on a mission. I'm going to sustain, and everybody who hears these words right now, you're in the same mission as I am. You're in the same boat. We have to get through this together. I don't want you to be discouraged. I don't want you to be embarrassed. I want you to put aside your pride, hold your head high, and be confident in knowing that tough times do not last for long, and you are your own person. It's your future, and you are gonna do what you have to do. I don't know who this video was for. I just had to get it out. Be strong out there. Be strong, continue pushing forward. Let me know if there's any way that I can help you. Let me know down in the comments if there's anything you have to say about this. But I encourage you, keep moving. Do what you have to do.